What's up, you guys? It's Molly. Today we're going to be doing another Chatty Get Ready with me. Today I'm going to be focusing on just kind of a fall look. I've pulled some things from my collection that I just haven't really given a whole lot of love to. Some I love, some I'm not sure about. And I think possibly the most exciting part is I got the new Cosmic Brushes Undergrowth palette. So I had mentioned in my new makeup releases and in my Shop My Stash that this was calling to me. I could not resist its charms. So even though I tried to resist it by pulling in my Natasha Denona Yucca palette, didn't work. I had to have it, so here we are. I don't know. I figure I'll talk about the makeup, but I'm probably also going to be chit-chatting about some other stuff. I don't know. I've got a few things on my mind, so sit down, get a snack. These videos are always usually like right around 30 minutes. I'm hoping this one won't be, because I would like to get it edited and uploaded. And when they're long, it just takes more time. Anyway, here I am applying my face lotion, Trader Joe's and Rich. I'm not necessarily like, this is great. I'm more like, I'm too lazy to find something different, so this is just fine. It's not a bad product. I think with this palette, I don't know. I haven't done any swatches or anything. I haven't even swatched the palette. Oh my. This is gonna be even more exciting then. I just realized I haven't touched the shadows at all. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm very ready for fall. It is technically fall. I love the season. I love fall, I love winter, I love spring, I love summer. I love it all, really. I think I love fall just a little bit more than summer. Usually by the end of summer, I'm just kind of over the heat. I'm droning on. What I'm trying to say is I'm ready for cold weather. And it is not cooperating. It is supposed to be in the 90s this weekend in Nebraska. Great. Okay, this is what the palette looks like. Very pretty, very fall. It's very fall. When I think of fall color stories, I'm thinking grungy greens, some mustard, oranges, browns, and we have all of that here. And we've got some really fun shimmers. I don't know why I didn't swatch these. Oh, wow. There's a multi-chrome. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's the shade Undergrowth. I'll point it out here in a minute. Here is the shade, ooh, that's also a multi-chrome. I almost said multi-chrome. Fireflies, oh, which those seem to be dying out. And that is the shade Boggy. Do they look beautiful? I feel like they look beautiful. I don't know. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so here's Undergrowth, Fireflies, and Boggy. Now I want to swatch all of them. I'll swatch one more, Fungi. Because who doesn't love a sweet little mushroom moment? Okay, that's Fungi. Fungi. I have Wednesday nights up at my church tonight, and I kind of don't want to go too crazy here. But y'all, these are so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go with Undergrowth, I think, as the main like lid shade. Hang on, let me go wash my hands and then I'll be back to do my makeup. I think I'm gonna focus on these shades. What am I doing with my hands? Sorry, I'm trying to cover up this green matte because I'm not doing that. I feel like that's gonna make it all look very green, whereas I think like these more earthy tones might ground the shimmer. I don't know. So let's just get started. So those shades, to tell you, are Roots, Murky, and then I may or may not do something with Sludge. Sludge. Oh, man. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Oh, Marsh shade. Hang on, I'm full of baloney. I'm full of beans. Do I want to use Marsh? So that is a beautiful mustard yellow. All right, I am. I'm going to use Marsh as a transition shade. I'm going to use it just lightly. We'll see. That's very yellow. Again, not super like church lady. If I'm uncomfortable with the way my makeup turns out, I can always wash it off, right? It doesn't have to be so serious. Okay. So far, so good. Blended out beautifully. No issues whatsoever. Now I'm going to go into, I'm going to go into Roots here and just take this on the outer corner and blow it up into the crease. I feel like these two shades will play really well together and keep the look more wearable. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for wearable. Like, I don't want to draw attention to myself in the house of the Lord, you know? So my church, we don't do Sunday school. We do Wednesday nights, which annoys me because I'm already there on Sundays. Can we just do Sunday school? But no, we can't. So that's fine. And I like my church. It's the church I grew up in. There's some things about like the denomination that I'm a part of that I'm like, really? But I love my pastors, and my church feels like home, you know? Like I feel good. I feel good there. I feel close to Jesus when I'm in church. And that's like that's the whole thing. You're supposed to. So yeah, I'm into it. Wow, that is beautiful. So far, so good. Okay, I think I might take Murky, this shade here, and deepen up the outer V even more with that guy. So switching gears, have you guys been following the Didla situation? I'm sorry, I can't call him Diddy because I've always thought that was a stupid name. I was like, maybe I'll just call him Sean Combs, but I think that's way too respectful. I like the Didla, and it's not the Diddler. You have to say it like you're from the East. So it's the Didla. For me, you can say it however you want, but that's how I am saying it. I've been following it a little bit, like not as much as I would like to, because I would really like to know, like, I don't know, there's something, I think that something is happening here that, like, it's about damn time. You know what I mean? It's about time somebody called out Hollywood. That's not true. A lot of people have, but it's just, there's something about it. Like when it happens, you're like, oh man, we all kind of knew that these people, some of these people are like trash, and just evil. And now it's like thrown in our faces, what's happening. But anyway, I've been following it a little bit, not a ton. And it's the level of depravity here is like, I'm not going to say it's unmatched because it's not. There are like heinous things that have happened at the hands of other people to human beings. But this is on a scale that it's very disturbing. Sorry, back to the makeup. I'm going to go in with Undergrowth all over the lid. And I am going to use a glitter glue just because I'm kind of in the habit of doing so. I feel like it works well. It prevents fallout, and I don't really want glitter fallout on my face. So anyway, I was watching a TikTok earlier today, and I think the guy's TikTok handle is Justin, like the name Justin, the Nick of Crime. But he's got like a 3-part series. If you're curious about any of this, I would encourage you to go back and look him up and watch. But he was talking about that attorney, that Busby, I don't know his first name, but there's that Houston attorney who is like filing, I don't know if it's a class action lawsuit. I don't know. I'm not super into law, but anyway, they did a press conference and they said that they've received 3,000 reports from 3,000 separate individuals that are claiming that they were victims. And they're moving forward with 100 of those because all 100 went to the hospital. I could be wrong, but this was my understanding. All 100 went to the hospital after their attacks at Didla parties, and they like all have similar stories. Some of the same substances were found in their systems. Like there was a horse tranquilizer used pretty consistently, it sounds like. And apparently they said that they're also like going after like banks and pharmaceutical companies and some other like not just the Didler and other celebrities that participated. They're going after like corporations who profited off of the situation. So, which, can they prove that? I mean, they must be able to prove that the pharmaceutical company that supplied the horse tranquilizer like knew what it was being used for. I don't know. That's just me speculating. I don't actually know. I'm not a lawyer. Okay, that is very green. Very green. But anyway, this guy said that the youngest victim was a 9-year-old boy. And that, like, that's a baby. And I just, it's very evil. Apparently, Diddy, like, promised him fame and fortune. But I'm also like, why was a 9-year-old partying with adults? What was happening? Were his parents there? They haven't released that information, but I can't, and I'm not sitting here trying to blame the parents at all. But you do hear these stories about like kid celebrities, and a lot of times like they don't actually want to be celebrities. It's the parents that like force them into this. So like I'm trying not to make generalizations, but I do wonder, like, did that 9-year-old really want that? I don't know. And regardless, it shouldn't have happened. Parents should be able to trust like other adults with their kids, or their kids with other adults. But you can't. Like you can, but you can't. Like you have to know who you can trust. And I don't think an A-list celebrity is one of the people. So, yeah. For my face, I'm just going to be focusing on a lot. Well, for my base, it's going to be the same things I've been using. So I've got my e.l.f. Halo Glow. I feel like I'm not going to use that one. My Uma Beauty foundation and my Natasha Denona concealer. So I'm going to do that while I'm talking to you guys. There's also like a lot of speculation that Ashton Kutcher is in on it because like he and Diddy have been friends for a long time. Like since 2001, I want to say. And, like he and Mia Kunis wrote letters in support of Danny Masterson, who turned out to be a terrible person, not nearly to this level of depravity, but like awful. And then people are like, but Mia was groomed. I don't know. Yeah, she probably was. So it just, oh my gosh, these are all like, it's just crazy. It's absolutely bonkers that this stuff is coming to light. And I think it's a really good thing that it is coming to light. I'm very curious to know who they're going to name in their lawsuit, because it's not just Sean Combs. I'm not calling him that. It's not just the Didla. It's also like other celebrities and, like I said, like major companies and I just want to know who, because that is some serious stuff. It's absolutely nuts. Oh dear. Oh no, I'm getting my pumpkins. My pumpkins are getting foundation-y. So yeah, I don't know. I've been following that quite a bit lately, but also trying to like find a balance, because that is, like, it's really heavy and sad, and my brain needs a break. So I've also been doing other things, thank God. Not been spending a ton of time on social media hearing about it. Now I don't really know how to, like, how do I segue into something different? See, that's why it's hard to film videos and like talk about like current events that are really heavy, because you're like, now what? Where do we go from here? That is some green eyeshadow. I don't know. I am gonna just switch gears though, because like I don't want to talk anymore about that. I think it's like I said, just it's a little too heavy. Feels kind of bad. I'm just gonna leave it at, like, I am very curious to know what else comes out, who else is implicated, who else is involved. I don't know. There's a lot of like rumors right now. Oh, my nose itches. And I would like to know past rumors, like what is factual, what's happened. Anywhoosies, I am filming this on Wednesday the 2nd, and we have some exciting things coming up. I'm doing the largest wedding I've ever done. For those of you who don't know, I do wedding makeup, very like part-time. I have like a full-time job, and I don't want to be too busy with doing wedding makeup just because it takes time away from my family. So I don't even really put myself out there. But this bride hired me to do 7 faces, and she has increased it to 10. So that's Friday. I'm taking the day off of work. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be great. But I am very anxious because this is the largest wedding I've ever done. I think prior to this, the most was 6. And it is the shortest, not the shortest amount of time, but it's like 6 hours. I can't get it in there before 8, and I have to be done by 2. 10 faces in 6 hours? Are you for real? So today I need to, hang on, before I get to that, sorry. Let me tell you the base products I'm going to be, the powders, the other base products. I've got this e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer, Forever Sun-Kissed. And then for my blush, I wanted to go, because I figured the eyes would be a little bit intense and my lip is going to be pretty intense. I wanted to go with a more like neutral blush. So I grabbed this Wayne Goss. This is the Weightless Veil Blush Palette in the Desert Blossom. And here's what it looks like. It's beautiful. So yeah, that'll be my blush and highlight. So anyway, one of the things that I have to do today is I have got to go through my makeup kit and organize it, pack it, get it all ready. Because I think one of the reasons, typically it takes me like 45 minutes to do makeup. And the reason for that is because I'm not always organized. A lot of the jobs that I do are like a bride or like, 2 or 3 people. So, I have the luxury to be disorganized, and, is it disorganized or unorganized? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And to chit chat and just kind of like take my time and have a good time with it. This is not going to be that same experience. I am going to be like a frenzied mess trying to get, everyone done. Thankfully, I don't think anyone needs lashes. I can't even, I feel like maybe the bride does, but I do need to go to Ulta today and buy some more lashes in case people change their mind because I don't have enough for everybody. And yeah, I just, oh my God. I'm really excited, but also just like scared to death that I'm going to disappoint my bride. That's like my biggest fear, is that I'm not going to deliver. Something is going to happen and it's going to prevent me from like fulfilling my end of the deal. Like illness, or I'm too slow, or I don't know. So I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get all 10. I figured it out, like if I do no more than 30 minutes per face, and then that'll let me have an hour with the bride. I bought extra brushes, and extra palettes and knives, so I can just, like just wash things twice. I definitely, obviously that's not including like sanitizing the products, but that doesn't take long. That's just a little bit of spray in. So yeah, I'm scared that it's going to go badly, but I don't think it will. I think like when I did the bride's makeup for her trial, we were basically done within like just like 30-40 minutes. I have this frown line. I make this face a lot. My frown lines have gotten so much worse in the last year. My son told me the other day that I had a glow down. I was giving him a hard time about that yesterday, and he was like, Mom, I just mean that like you look older now. I was like, oh no, that's because I am, man. We have this like digital picture frame on our counter, and there was a picture of me from when my husband and I were dating, and we've been married for 7 years. So that picture was like 9 years old. And he was like, whoa, Mom, you had a glow down. It's like, you know, here's the thing. There are certain thoughts that should just stay in your head. And he immediately was like, you're still really pretty. Little butthole is what he is. I love him to death, and we have a wonderful relationship. And I know that he wasn't trying to be hurtful. He's just him. Like he just he just says the things that pop into his head and doesn't really think about, you know, how it affects people. But it's okay. I know. I got more wrinkles now than I did 9-10 years ago. That truly, like, this is probably from my 13-year-old. I'm probably making this face at him a lot. Like, let's be real. But I'm joking. But kind of true. Kids, man. They're a riot. They are very funny. They think they are hilarious. I don't know what I was expecting with this eye look, and I don't dislike it, but it is maybe a little more intense than what I was like shooting for. But dang, is it pretty. Oh, so anyway, that's what my day on Friday is going to look like. And then when my husband gets off work, we are going to drive down to Kansas and stay with my in-laws, which I'm very excited about. And then Saturday, we're going to Kansas City to the Renaissance Festival, which I'm excited about. I hesitated because I'm like, I'm nervous. Like, I'm a little apprehensive just because I'm like, I don't exactly know what to expect. I went to one when I was in Girl Scouts. Don't quite remember it. I remember the turkey legs. I don't know. I remember shopping and like finding some really cute jewelry. But my son, he and his dad go regularly. And my son was like really disappointed a few weeks ago. He was like, my dad's not going, or he's not taking me this year. And I'm really like bummed out about it. And I was like, well, we could go. That would be fun. So we decided to like pay a little bit less on our credit cards and spend $200 to go to the Renaissance Fair. easy peasy. Which I am very excited about, and we're gonna go with my mother and father-in-law. I don't think my brother-in-law is able to go, but then we're going to like stay at their house another night, and so we'll see my nephews. I hope my nephews are coming. I don't know if they are or not. Anyway, it's gonna be a good time. But it's supposed to be in the 90s. I told my son that yesterday, and he was like, I can't go then. He was like, I will literally die, because he has this whole costume. He is the only one that's gonna dress up. So my response, I was just like, okay. And then I was going to like follow up with some like, well, what if this or what if that questions? And he was like, oh, I just won't wear my costume. I'll be fine. We can still go. I was like, okay, good. Because we were not going to not go. We already like made plans. But yeah, that's essentially it. Like, I'm only working 2 days this week. We had, daycare was closed yesterday. I'm off Wednesdays anyways. And then Friday, I'm doing the wedding. So it's a pretty eventful week, really. I feel like, God, my lips are just like way too dry for this situation that's happening. Let me get a gloss really quick. Hang on. Okay, so like I knew I was going to be doing a bolder lip and a bolder eye, so that's why I went a little lighter on the blush. Hopefully it looks okay. I think it does. Hopefully I don't look too old. I don't know. Anyway, let's do the lower lash line. I think I'm going to just use Sludge here. I want to keep it like not too dark, but yet still have it be defined. And I feel like that's a good way to use that shade. It's shaping up to be a pretty busy weekend. And I'm good with that. We had like a lot of weekends there where we were constantly go, go, go. And then the last couple, we've been able to just like chill, which has been really nice. I'm also gonna use the shade here, this vegetation shade, to highlight my inner corner. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. Okay. So the lips were definitely a bit of a gamble. I don't know. I don't know about the lips. I don't know why I bought that lipstick. I got it last Black Friday. It was super on sale. I think it was like $5. It's just too much. Maybe I need to blot it. But anyways, as I was saying, I just keep getting like sidetracked. As I was saying, the last like few weekends have been pretty chill. So it's a good time to go and do something kind of big. And seeing my in-laws is always lovely. And my youngest absolutely loves cousin time. My brother-in-law has 2 boys. I want to say they're 7 or about to turn 7. Ooh, I'm not great with ages. And they're the sweetest, and they all play together so well. My oldest is maybe a little bit, you know, he's happy to just like hang out with the adults, but is also happy to play with the kids. So he's pretty like adaptable for the most part with that situation. So it should be a really good weekend. I just need Friday at 2 o'clock to happen so that I can stop being so like amped up. Okay, so in hindsight, I think it probably wouldn't pair this lip with this eye or anything. I truly don't know. They're like purple, but they make my teeth look good, except for the stuff I had in it. Anyway, it's a little much and a little much. So together it's just too much, I think. But First impression of this palette, I really like the Cosmic Brushes formula. I think that their shimmers are beautiful. Their mattes are really well done. I love the color story and I cannot wait to play some more with it. I think I am going to do like a 3 looks 1 palette situation. And so that will be 4 looks with this that I'll have up on my channel because I'll not recreate this one. But yeah, so far so good. First impression is I love it and I'm very happy that I have it. So as always, I thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you go, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.